Hey, it's Clay Chart, and this will be a video chart on ERHE, ERHC Energy Incorporated. Been a while since I've done this one, but been getting bombarded with requests on it because of today's action. Big volume, crazy day, as can be seen by looking at the candle all over the place. Um, so I'm going to just kind of go over what happened today and then just update the daily chart too, since it has been a while. But this has been a good stock, good chart for a long time. And what I mean by that is if you just go back to the beginning of the year when it was down here, I mean, look at that move. Things are finally starting to go sideways a little bit. But for the long-term players in here, it's one of those things where you've had this big move up, and now you're just getting some sideways action here. But this is going to just be more of a concentrated on the shorter term. But nonetheless, this stock, this chart has been an absolute beast since the beginning of the year. So the first thing, how do I know it was a crazy day? Quick little education. Well, that's what's good about charts. All you have to do is look down here at the volume, way above average volume. You look down here and you see these wicks, wide range. So without even pulling up any news headlines or reading through any message boards or anything like that, you just know right away that something crazy was going on. And I don't know what happened. I just know something weird was going on today, based solely on the chart. So the first thing, let's just start at the 5-minute chart. And what we can see happen here is, let's see. So it opened up normal. It just opened up, and then my guess would be right around 10:20. There was some bad news or something unfavorable happened, because then you can see for the next about couple hours, the price just fell apart. Volume was picking up here, and as usual, picked up quite a bit more right here towards the bottom. This was kind of the final little gasp for people for the day. It just panicked and sold out, and then you had the day traders and so forth sitting down um, along all these areas that were just scooping up the shares, hoping for the bounce, which they did get, which was good. But and then right at, like I said, at let's see, 12:10 during that 5-minute period was the bottom, and then from there things started to head back upwards. Not a huge bounce, but a bounce where when you compare it to where it was down here, you can see that these higher lows were made. And I know some of these are dots, and that's just because it is 5 minutes. So on stocks, that's not like Microsoft or Google or something like that that's getting millions of shares per 5 minutes. That's why you see these lines. But the important part here is just the drift, where we had things fall apart and then the recovery here. And now the question becomes, does this recovery carry into tomorrow, or is this upwards action over and now we're just seeing kind of some sideways action before a move back downwards? Or at the same time, you can flip that and say, is this just a sideways action before the move up, the move upwards? So it's one of those things where, the price has going to have to make up its mind. Sure, I guess it could go sideways all day tomorrow. But it's kind of got a choice up here where after this bounce, it's gone sideways for about the last hour of the day. So it can either head up or, it's going to head back down. So that remains to be seen. But for the day on a whole, it did a good job this afternoon of making back some of whatever caused this. So that was a good and encouraging thing to see. Now, if you're a long-term holder, you really don't care about what happened specifically today. If you're a day trader or a real short-term swing trader, then yeah, you would care about this stuff. But I know a lot of people have been holding this for a long time and just want to know about the daily chart. So let's get that updated real quick. The first thing I see that needs to be, fixed, and when I mean fixed is this needs to be broken, is simply this downtrend line that's peaked up here in late August and has since been knocking down the price. You can see it knocked it down there, there, and there. So this trend line is what I like to call a thorn in the side of kind of this chart. Every time the price gets up there, it's just acting like a thorn in its side, keeps knocking it down. Today even kind of made a little effort at it, but couldn't quite get through it. So that's the key thing right now on the daily chart, is just getting through this downtrend line here. Now keep in mind, I don't know what time frame you consider this. Obviously, if you're looking at a chart like this would be short term. If you're looking at a chart like this would be medium term. If you're looking at something like this, it really depends. So keep in mind that When I say short term or long term or medium term, it really depends on what your strategy is. So I'm going to call this kind of medium term right now because I'm looking at about a 4-month chart here. So we'll just call this a medium term downtrend right now. The other good thing that I like to see, or that I liked seeing happen today, was this level down here at the low. Yes, the price did drop below it, but what you'd want to see for true strength is you'd want to see people saying, "Wow, from this point down, those are some good prices," and that's exactly what you saw. The price dropped below there. People started gobbling up those shares, and by the end, they had pushed it back up. So hopefully, this area continues to act like this, the 60-cent area. And if that's the case, if the price drifts back down here again and bottoms out, that would be good because it's showing, like I said, that people are finding good prices down here. So this is your key support. This is your key resistance, and that's about as simple as that right now on the day chart. You got to get through this resistance trend line, and you don't want to fall or see any closes below the 60-cent area. So that's where the chart, that's where everything's kind of falling right now, and we'll see what happens tomorrow and then next week. But hopefully, volume can stay strong and push up through this trend line. Hopefully, for the longs, that this wick here represents buying that is going to carry into tomorrow and maybe even push up through that trend line. But that's just a wait and see situation. So if you do have any other questions on the chart, please shoot me a message. I'd also encourage you to check out bullmarketnewsletter.net. If you go there and sign up for the emailer, you'll be sent a free ebook, which has been getting good reviews. It's filled with strategies and tips and stuff on how to profit using charts in the market. And then with your subscription, you'll get all sorts of stuff from big boards down to penny stocks. And we've been making our members some good money, and it's all free, so it's worth at least checking out. One more time, this was ERHE. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for listening.